The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
You got your feet up, you're comfortable. Here's your problem. You're comfortable. Stop it. You're not ready to go get it, are you? You're not ready to go get it. Amazing. Everybody wants the American dream. Drive the car of your dreams, live on the hill, and if anybody sues you, they get diddly squat. It's not that easy. Me, getting my first million, I was 14 and a half. Double billion at 26. You see, I had a science to this and a madness. I had to get out of hell. Now, if you're ready, hopefully you got your tablet and pen. All right, you wrote down my name is Ray Reynolds, today's date, and let's go get it. See, your problem is you. I'll bet you never built residual income, did you? I bet you're having the same damn rerun every friggin' day. I think that kind of sucks. So let's do this. There's no pictures, there's no recording. And I don't have a magic wand. I don't have a bunch of BS to give you. I'm going to give you the truth, how to get to million to billion. But I'm live 6 days a week. I don't like pre-recorded crap. Every time you go to Google, YouTube, and that and tickety-tock, listen to that blah, blah, blah. I'm so tired of hearing that BS. It's ridiculous. See, the person talking to you, they don't hold your hand every step of the way from the beginning to the end. Now, what do? You're this going to milk your money. And they don't get any honey that way. Now, my story's not easy. It's simple. I got born in a damn taxi. My mommy didn't want me. She threw me away. Oh, well, what am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo-hoo? I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. She used and abused me too. And then when I was in the little grade, in the 6th grade, you know what they told me? They told me I was retarded. See, I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Not possible. And then they found out I have an IQ of 203 with total recall. And I'm rhyming all the time too. They thought I was stupid. I just thought they were stupid. Now, your journey begins today with me if you want to play. I want you to draw that diagram in front of you. Now, please, draw it. See, your biggest problem is you. You didn't look behind the damn curtain. You didn't look at what's around you in your city. How Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations in Chase, Wells Fargo, what? And US Bank. How about Sam's Club? You see, your problem is you didn't look behind the curtains. How did they do that? I mean, what did you do? You have the rerun every day going, there's about it. Your problem is you got to put yourself in check. Sam's Club, 1,500 locations now they bankrupt so far. Geico, hell, they ran out of the city in the state of California, bankrupted and fired everybody. Whee! That's a Warren Buffett company, by the way. He did that last year. Now, I understand 11 cities filed bankruptcy. What are you going to do? What's your first goal? Write it down. Stop bringing the damn pain home. I don't understand stupid. I've never understood stupid in my life. All right. Why would people bring the damn pain home and they never had to in the first place? And I'm going to train you to be a certified CFO. Then I'm going to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Is that okay if we play it my way for a while? You're going to look behind the curtain and you're going to do what I did since I was a little boy. When Mrs. Hope dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier every damn morning, very simple. I got to eat out of a trash can. And every time she rolled down that window, you know what she told me? From the age of 3 to 9.5 years old, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a biatch. What can I say? But I ate out of a trash can and I learned to steal and beg. And that kind of sucked too. So I started looking at rich and famous people. I got their magazines. How they get the money. I looked at Marina Del Rey, Torch Rocks, Rat Beach, Palos Verdes. I knew I was as smart as they were. So let's play. Let's get to learn how to play. Guess what? You're stuck with me every step of the way, from beginning to end if you want to play. But I'm going to get you to $1 million. Is it okay if I get you to $5 million, to $10 million, to $100 million too? Now, I need you to understand. Take out your personal credit cards or your personal wallet. I need a sticky. If you don't take them out, at least write down the procedure. I wrote the rules years ago when I was training Ken Yarborough at TRW. They became Asperian. I set up a lot of rules. You don't know that too. So on that sticky, the limit of the card, maintain 25%. Never pass 29%. What does that do? You balance your score so you get some more. Unfortunately, what did you do? You jacked them up. You dropped your score. You got stuck. Hell, you couldn't get any more, and you couldn't write off dilly squat, and you hurt your family. That's kind of stupid, right? Why would anybody bring the damn pain home? But let's understand how to play it. I want to show you how these two cards here will maintain your score to a 750 forever. They don't fluctuate your credit score at all. Isn't that amazing? They don't fluctuate your score, and they can max up to $1 million friggin' dollars and paid over time too. Your problem is your lack of knowledge. Now let's look at TRW. Thomas Raymond Woodward's. They made bicycle parts, got information in business. Oh, goody, then got bought out in Spirit in 96. When I drew the first one of these years ago, when I was training Ken Yarborough, it was green. It was good. Fair? Hell no. These cards will get you a 750. You're going to learn the discipline starting today. Is that okay? Now, tablet and pen time, because you didn't do it already, did you? Get that tablet and pen. You see, you got to understand, we got to begin and make sure your children at high school, anything else, don't make the same stupid mistake you did. See, the reality is the kids need to know how to play the right way because you follow ducks and sheep. You follow your friends and family. Oh, you got to do the credit this way or that way. I'll correct all their mistakes today. Is that okay? Now, I got this millionaire, all right, building call. This is simple. I like to blueprint you. That means I want to tear apart your life, past, present, and future. Then I want to make sure you talk about your family. Then I'm going to talk about a corporation and 26 divisions and irrevocable trust. And the next thing we're going to talk about your car. It shouldn't be your damn car. It should be a division of a corporation. It's not the fact you can write off the car, all right, at any given time. It's not the write-off. It's a reality because you can do that for business purposes. But the bottom line is this. In a bumpity bump, they sue the registered owner, which is you. It means you're a duck and a sheep. So we're going to learn to play. The house, you should have bought it through the trust, so you had more privacy. The next thing, you didn't build residual income. Why not? I was 17 and a half when I had 19 houses. It was a hobby I was doing. I went to auctions and all the things too. Then they told me I could get number 20. What am I going to do? They told me no. I don't accept no. I took my properties and I transferred to my divisions. All right. And I freed up my loan to value problem. And when I focused at 17 and a half, you know what it was? I wanted $1,000 a month. That was my bills. I needed $1,000 a month, and again and again and again. I got to the point I got 100,000 a month, then I got per day, and I was having fun making millions and billions. You want to play? Your problem, you never started residual income. You're supposed to man up, woman up. What happened to you? You like working for somebody else? That sucks. You work for a company, then you got to realize residual income means you own it, you don't run it. The next thing, we had to look at cash flow free per time. Now, I wrote this in my book 45 years ago on page 6, paragraph 3. And then some ding dong tried to use it too, and he filed bankruptcy a couple of times. And I see him on TikTok going blah, blah, blah all the time too. I think he's full of, you know what, that's just my opinion. Now, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions today. Do you want to enhance your income? Or do you want to replace it? Write it down. And then circle the one you want, because I'll get you there. Now, I want you to get your hands dirty. I need you to focus. Every time you hear someone going blah, 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 if they're not holding your hand in the beginning, the middle, or the end, I think they're full of shit. Sorry. You see, you got to master this and understand. Ask yourself, what about me? What about me? Because your focus is me. Is that why you're here today, right? You. So understand. I like to clarify you and certify you as a certified CFO. Is that okay if I build you $1 million of cash credit? Is that okay if I do that and hold your hands in every step of the way? So let's focus on a corporation. Here it is. Here's a corporation, chapter 18. A corporation is a legal person per the Supreme Court. Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person because corps, cities, and states. Oh, goody. Now, I was 7 and a half when I paid attention to a poker game at Mrs. Hope's house. I wrote my notes in the corner. They told me I was weird. Probably true. I rode my bicycle the next day down to Torrance Police Department. Next door was a library. I went in, man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. And then she came back 5 minutes later and says, here's a microfiche, here's a book. I read the book. You've been reading the books all your life too. And you never put the puzzle together. You never put the blueprint together. I bet you have the same rerun every day. It kind of sucks. So I didn't pay attention when it says may sue or be sued. The ultimate goal is very simple. So understand as we play. Now, I was 9 and a half when I basically got brave enough, going to the library for 2 years, and I sent away my $10 money order to the Secretary of State of California. I gave him $10. I was 9 and a half. Well, see if it would work. Why not? See, white people spend thousands for a corporation, some idiot attorney, CPA, or incorporating service. That's just kind of dumb. They don't learn diddly squat. And by the way, they're free in all 50 states. Free. You pay a filing fee. It's simple. I've been giving corporations for free for 45 years, just for the fun of it, because I think these people jacking up the price, $5,000, that person should be taken outside and someone kick his ass. That's just my opinion. You know what happened? I got Helping Hand Industries came back. Wow, it worked. I got a corporation. Whoa, dude. But then I got 100,000 credit cards in the mail. Freaked us out. So I've been collecting this stuff since I was 9 and a half. It's kind of fun. See, people in the 70s and 80s got credit cards without applying for credit. And that was the ultimate goal. I got named in the movie Dave. Now, the next thing I got in trouble, I was 12 and a half years old, and I did basically the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. I didn't realize it was owned by another company. I had to master trade names and create trademarks and copyrights too. So write down, never bring the pain home. Is that okay? As we play the game. The next thing is, I want you to think, if you have a corporation day, oh, goody for you. Your name's on the Secretary of State's website, the incorporator, the officer. And when they sue the corp, hell, they're going to sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Doesn't that kind of suck? Being a duck and a sheep? Your problem is you have to understand how businesses ran in the first place. So I want you to think about division process. I invented it in 1985-86. We play my way. Now, if you got an LLC, which half of you do, that's kind of stupid. Treasury Department wants to come kick your assets on January 1st or fine you $500 a day. See, you got that because someone told you to do an LLC. Well, we'll use that as well. The bottom line is still a corporation. Now, the next thing we got to do is put our ducks in a row. Corporation and divisions. Is that okay? Never bring the pain home. See, you got to learn to play my way. Now, warning about me. It's simple. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I'm going to tell it like it is. If you followed stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid, but you did stupid. See, half of you're friggin' lazy. The other half better understand and go get it. All right, you can't be lazy to think you're going to get the American dream. But again, I'm the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I tell people what to do, and I treat them like they're 2 years old. And they never bring the pain home after doing playing with me. Is that okay? Now, I want you to think about the biggest thing to do is make a list. I bet you when you go grocery shopping, you got your list, right? Here's your problem. The goal list is the index of a book. The items, the action items have to be behind that. The next thing, you need a daily list, a weekly list, and then we get to the project list. So I get people in franchise, properties, apartment complexes, and goodies, residual income, which is like, I said, we're all stupid. Why didn't they do that? I started that when I was 7.5 years old, or 17.5, but I didn't call it residual income. I just said call it money coming in every month to pay my damn bills. That's what I focused on. So understand. Now, I had a problem when I was 26. 26, I had a big problem. I was friggin' bored. See, I'm one of these guys, I get up every day at 2:25, ready to go and conquer the world. That's been me since the day I was born. But at 26, and I got the helicopter, the yachts, and the mansions and all the goodies. Hell, I got bored. I wanted to do something that was exciting. So what did I do? I started to help people like you. My wife calls this my hobby. Isn't that fun? So I want you to think about self-confidence. Write it down, self-discipline. All right, self-motivation. That means you get up tomorrow morning an hour earlier and find your me time. The next thing you have to do is fight through the pain. Because the world wants to knock you down. You better get up again. You got no choice. You probably have a wife or kids, or you got a husband too. Now, I got a foolproof program. You can't even screw it up. This foolproof program, you can't even screw it up as long as you follow through. Now, I got clients like Arnold, rich and famous people. All right, Superman for Gold's Gym, college professor. Oh, homeless people too. Guy may raise 360. From there, Giovanni. He wrote the first comic book for black people. And he worked at Pixar. I got him $1.6 million. Is that okay? Would you like that too? Next, little Karen delivered pizza to my boot camp. I said, stick around. I taught her how to be a multimillionaire in Long Beach, California, in real estate, and Forblexes too. Now, she got $1.2 million in 9 months. Oh, we got to help people going out of prison too. Here's Free Ray Ricky Dicky Rocks. Oh, yeah. Gold and platinum cards. And then we got Thomas. Thomas basically in prison for 26 years. That kind of sucks. Within 6 months of coaching him on a weekly basis, brand new dump trucks, doing millions a year. Isn't that fun? Why aren't you doing that? You see, here's your problem. You didn't pay attention to the biggest mistake you don't understand is how the SS5 through the SSN and 1040 work. You see, you got to realize you got your Social Security card when you're 14 to 16 because you were born before 71. If you were born 71 on, mommy did it at the hospital because she was federally mandated. She can't even get out of the hospital with herself and her baby unless she signs the SS5 form. See, it's we the people. You got one. Why'd you give yourself only one chance to try? And you brought the pain home kind of silly and dumb too. Now, the ultimate goal is very simple. There's that SS what? N came from an SS5. Why don't we pay attention to the SS4? Here we go. The SS4 versus SS5. Can you put your hands like this? Okay. This is tax. Oh, till you're dead. And when you're dead, they want to know the time of death for the state and federal government. So no one moves your stuff around because you can't take it with you. They want to go get it too. The SS4, hell, you don't pay tax till you're profitable. It doesn't matter what type of corporation in the beginning. What matters you is a corp and a tax ID. How you receive the money to get the honey. We'll talk about what type of corporation you should have when you go to my setup and level 1 live class every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that okay? Can we read the line 1? Legal name of entity or individual person? Hell, you can put your name on line 1? Wow. Now, if you're a crook, just go to prison where you belong. Sorry, if you don't file your tax returns, you're a crook. I mean, Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. He listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California, ruined his life and his career. Kind of stupid. What do you think? But again, I want you to write down irs.gov 1244. Write it down. Simple. See, this allows you through the IRS rules to file one tax return. S stands for single filing, and almost not pay tax anyway, up to 3 to 5 million. We can play the right way. Now, Richard's like everybody else. He don't listen. I say he won Survivor the first show. I said reference 3 times 5, take that $1 million, turn it to 15 million, pay the tax next year when it's due. Instead, he didn't want to keep his 375. He pissed it away. And then he went to prison for 3.5 years. 10 years probation, he violated that too, being stupid. So understand the lack of knowledge is the stupidity, man or woman. People aren't stupid. Half the ones are just friggin' lazy, or they don't know how to play. The United States of America Incorporated, that means all corporations, states, cities. Then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. In case shit hits the fan, they bankrupt 11 cities so far in front of you. And what did you do? You didn't look behind the curtain. What's wrong with you? I don't understand. It's we the people. Corporation's a legal person. You're going to stop bringing the pain home if you play with me. Now let's look at division of me. Write down division of me, which means you. I want you to focus again. So let's think. I can put your name there, your corporation, your division, or subsidiary. I can build you a corporation with $1 million of cash credit. And I can get you where you want to go, and I need you to listen to what I tell you to do. Wouldn't that be fun? Now, we're going to take one of the examples of a Lamborghini. It was $6,800 a month when I first got it. It's only worth $1 million. Pretty simple. What am I going to do? Now, if I buy the Lamborghini in my name, that's called stupid. If I can't pay the bill, they take it away and report it that I have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So I got double shitty credit. If I put it in the corporation, then that's kind of stupid because they see that I run the corporation. I'm on the officers list too. So that's double dum-dum. Now, what did I do? I bought the Lamborghini as a division of a corporation. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed SS4. See, I'm going to manage my apartment complexes, my commercial real estate, my Wendy's, my Shakey's, and all the pieces and the 31 flavors and all the goodies. And I had 22,000 payphones. That was fun. I wrote the book on laundromats and dry cleaning. That was fun too. So what am I going to do? I'm going to maintain all my business. I got a bad piece. I'm going to do the 3-step I invented. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Put that sucker over here. And what am I going to do? Maintain everything else. If I can't save this within 6 months under the Federal Protection Act, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of that sucker and throw it away. Why would you allow yourself to be one? Isn't that stupid? You're not stupid. Hell, half of you are friggin' lazy. The other half aren't stupid. You just got to learn how to play. You sign a lease of a building as a division of you. And every piece of property you get is a division. You don't know which one's going to slip, fall, and sue you, screw you up. And now you receive the money. That's just for no taxes due till we're profitable. Wow. And then the next thing we have to look is the 12 acts, like the Fair Lending Act. Unlimited gold card. Wow, up to $1 million friggin' dollars. It says I can get 99 more. How would you like? See, you're not winning the damn lottery, getting a hell of a raise. Your biggest problem is you. Now, Mary had the same problem when she called the office crying. Woo! I said, stop. We're going to figure out what you did. We're going to fix you. We're going to rebuild you. And you're going to understand what you did was wrong in the first place. Now, Mary, she gave an attorney $10,000 retainer. Oh, this is a good lease. Oh, I got 3 options too. Oh, the CPA, you got $5,000 retainer. When she used $98,000 of her personal credit, her score went, meow. She called them and said, what did I do? What's the response? I don't know, because I'm a dummy. I'm sorry, most attorneys and CPAs don't have any idea about being an entrepreneur. All right, they're just practicing. They're trying to get it right. Mary's problem, same problem you got. You see, Mary filed a bankruptcy on her restaurant, and then she had to file bankruptcy personally. She lost her home, and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He says, I didn't sign up for that. So let's understand today. We're going to have some fun. If Mary would have listened like I want you to turn these suckers up, she would be a CFO for the restaurant, would have been a division of a corporation. See, your banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy in locations called branch numbers, and they don't bring the pain home like you. See, they know how to play. Unfortunately, you don't. We're going to teach you how to play. So Mary could have got rid of the bankruptcy of what? The restaurant, saved the other pieces, and the house and the family. And her husband would have threw her out that day. Mary's problem is she wasn't a certified CFO. Same thing for you. Why don't you stop bringing the pain home? Would that be okay? See, the problem is you got a corporation. Oh, goody for you. Find it on Secretary of State's website today. find your name as the incorporator, and you're in the officers list. And you probably use your home address too. I'm sorry, that is the stupidest thing people could do. You just added yourself to the national mailing list, and you're getting robocalls because you did it to yourself. You stepped in it. You might as well shot yourself in the foot. But again, that's up to you. Put your ducks in a row. Right now, when they sue that corp, they sue you. You see, you're a duck and a sheep. Sorry to say, that kind of sucks. I want to set up the line of defense for you. Is that okay? We play my way. I want to play my way. There's a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, one of them too, and one of the mansions in a race boat for $1 million. Wow. I obtained them. Why the hell didn't you? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up. See, your problem is this. You don't get these goodies to hit 5 million. I'm going to make sure you understand. I'm going to turn your corporation into $1 million, hopefully 5 to 100 million. And now I'll add you to my credit system. What I want you to do is, what is your goals? And understand you're going to write down credit, loan, and money. Come on, write it down now. See, here's your problem. You had some money. Oh, you spent it. You pissed it away. Bye-bye. And then you're broke the next day. Well, that sucks. Let's do this. Let's put $100,000 in the corporate bank account. Okay. Oh, you don't have it? Let's take it off of the damn card that I billed you. Let's have the bank give us $1.5 million. And you have a division for franchise, a division for apartment complex, all ran by a third party. And you set up a line of defense. Do you know what that does for you? You start getting financial freedom. And the reality is you build a residual income. Is that okay if I get you to do that too? As we play, if you need $100,000 today, it's pretty simple. I add history. Now, credit lines are a fraud. You're lying saying, this is my credit line in my credit report. That's a fraud. If I add history in my dashboard and I pop the credit because we have an agreement to do so, the bottom line is 100,000, you see 10 grand. But the reality today, during this webinar with me, it's 50% off. It's $49.99 if you did it today. Take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at racecredit.com. You put RW when you Zelle, and they get to win by getting it through me. Isn't that fun? Now let's understand. If I get you a $100,000 card, what are you going to do with it? All right, here's your problem. I'm sorry, you don't understand how to play the game. We're going to play my way. $100,000, we're going to take $50,000 off the card. We're going to dissect it to 5 people. We're going to basically loan people some money, all right, and save their house or certain things they want to do, buy a house, whatever it needs. We're going to learn Homestead Blocker, UCC, when you chattel mortgage. Don't worry, I invented those too. Isn't this fun? They don't pay, you get all their goodies. You know what happens every 50,000? You bring in 2,000 or plus money. So every $50,000, it's 2,000, and you're using borrow money, which is not taxable. It's not even your damn money. You're just responsible for it for the corporation and divisions. So every 50 grand brings in 2,000 bucks. Is that okay if I teach you how to play? You know, if you loan out money starting today, isn't that fun? Now this matrix is in my bucket of money book. I did this for $190,000 a month. Then there's a $16 million matrix, $661,000. Then there's one for $1 million friggin' dollars a day. Isn't this fun? So why didn't you do that? It's in my bucket of money book. 45 years in personal online helping people get to million to billion. Now, I have this event coming this weekend. This is an event, it's the last and final one ever. And this is about residual income. What is our goal? Go through the 18 books and CDs every step, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with me. And what I'm going to do is give you some bonuses with it too. You get level 1, 2, and 3 in 90 days in specialty classes. They're always live, by the way. And I'm going to give you $100,000 of credit, which would have cost you $5,000 on the other page. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to basically have the foundation residual income from franchise to real estate and all these pieces. The office is selling this for $2,999. During this webinar, if you Zelled over in $19.99, you save $1,000. There you go. There's your Zell. Now. Now, I want you to think about time. Here's your biggest problem. You're running out of time. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid. Half the people are lazy. The other half go get it. See, the time what's happening, I don't control it, neither do you. A corporation has to be filed now. Why? Because by January 1st, it'll be on its 2nd year. If not, you're not going to get that line of credit at the local bank. The next thing, every division should be filed too. So let's understand. All right, this needs to be done now. As we play, when I flippity dippity properties too, I found out the buyers are liars, the agents are liars, the brokers too, and the contractors hiring the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. They're all trying to steal my money. That kind of sucks. So what did I do when I was 21? I decided to be the damn bank. See, here's your problem. You sold a car. You could have sold it and be the bank that they pay you and you pay the bank. You blew that opportunity. The house, you did the same thing. Sorry, you screwed that up too. You could have been the bank since day one. So let's play my way. Let's take an example like a split deeding apartment units, turn them into townhouses, and I'll become the bank. Now, all I have to do is master the assignment of mortgage. And then from there, I'm going to look at the real estate system I developed too, financial system. So we can do what? The assignment of an asset. We get to play my way for a while. Isn't that fun? Now let's think today. In 14 states, you have properties 100,000 plus or lower. So I can buy properties using a damn credit card, 5,000 down. I can do Section 8s, or I can have a local real estate office manage it for me. What am I creating? Residual income. Isn't that the goal in the first place? You see, the bottom line, this is a brand new house for 75,000 bucks. And all they want is 5,000 down. Would you like to buy 3? Yeah, why not? You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. Sorry, residual income to be started right away. There you go. Make your money make a machine. Hey, you want to sell computers or widgets? Okay, 100,000 to $1 million. I call it OPM money. And we basically build it down in Bradstreet, and then you sell it on Amazon and eBay. Is that okay if we play my way for a while? Once again, you don't get these goodies until you hit 5 million. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor, owning properties on all 5 islands too. And then you got the race boats and the yachts, say RedReynoldsUniversity.com. Why not? Got to show my trophy to myself. So even the Duffy. Oh, the big building and the mansion. And we got the Lamborghini too. See, there's no excuses. The only excuses is people are lazy or they don't know how to play. Now, understand I have no excuses. I've accomplished every goal I ever had. And I mean every goal. I have everything I want. If I want to just go get it anyway, I have it anyway. So we get to play my way. Here's me in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick in the United States of America, Incorporated. Isn't that fun? I kicked the door jam at 10, and then I start kicking the basketball, and they go, what? See, every time I hear an idiot say white men can't jump, it's funny, I hold the record for that too. My ass is higher than 6-foot locker. So I kicked out the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. Your biggest problem, you hear the word no and you accept it. No means thank you, have a nice day, and walk away and find a way anyway. No, it does not exist. And come on, you got 1,000 steps to millionaire. I sold my Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonavitcher for 32 years. 5,000 a set. You want to basically draw that diagram again? What does the bank do? They bankrupt locations of branch numbers. Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So if you didn't pay attention, there's your problem, learning how to figure it out too. And the goal again is to stop bringing the pain home, all right, and become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Is that okay? So let's understand, my blueprint, I started when I was 9.5 at the Torrance Library. I call it see it, believe it, go get it, because that's what works for me. I see it, I believe it, I go get it. Isn't that fun? Now, you're probably treading water and playing it safe. I'm sorry, that's kind of silly. So here's 5 things, write them down because you can't take a picture or record. You need a 750 score. You need a real 750 score. Yeah, that's what you need, a real 750 score. And that way, what happens? You need a corporation with 26 divisions. The next thing is you need 100,000 to $1 million of checkbook money and line of credit money too. And you need basically, all right, supply and vendor money. These are a must-have. If you're going to get to millionaire, you must have these 5 things. If not, good luck. Now, I like to take your corporation you have today, if you have one. Very simple. If not, I'll hand you one for free. All right, I'll teach you how to stop bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row, and I'll repackage your life under the corporation. My way for a while. Now, I've incorporated 2 presidents of the United States of America. Isn't that fun? Rich and famous people. Lakers, Clippers, Angels, and Dodgers, and more. Wow. You see, they listen better than you. What did you do? I'll bet you had your kitchen table meeting. Yeah, you did. You had a kitchen table meeting. Oh, goody for you. You talked to your wife and your family or your husband. We're going to start a business, honey, with your friends and family. What did you do? You jacked them up. You dropped your score. You got stuck. Hell, you couldn't get any more. You can't write out diddly squat. And you honked your house. I'm sorry. I call that stupid. You're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? That makes no damn sense. You see, you should never bring the pain home in the first place. Write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. You're going to get knocked down 1,000 times. You're going to win 10. That's how it's supposed to be as we play, like when I wrote Winning the Game of Business. 45 years ago, I wrote down cash flow, free up my time, page 6, paragraph 3. See, what I was doing is telling people what I was doing on that real estate thing and getting residual income. That's what I've done since I was a kid. Why not? What's wrong with you? Why didn't you do this? Now, I got to die in a coma 14 and a half years ago. Got 3 yachts in the backyard. Wife wants to take one of the yachts and watch the fireworks with a group of people. She tells basically the next day I'm in a coma, the office. Who's in a coma? They say he's going to probably die. Here's Ron with a U-Haul truck at One Technology Drive over on Spectrum. Check out my address at the time. 22,000 square foot building. He's stealing my books and CDs. Ron, basically, that's not nice. Tom, he sold my websites and my phone numbers to a damn porn site. Don't ever call the phone numbers on the CDs, please. So if you want a copy, my office here will sell it to you for $4.99 when you call and make a commission. But if you did it during the class with me right now, I give it to you for 99 bucks. It covers shipping and handling. Simple. You get all 12 books and 8 are basically CDs. Isn't that fun? Millionaires Founders Kit. There's your Zell. Write down RW, your name and phone number, please. So we knew where to ship it right away. Starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness, you better be careful. Your friends and family are going to knock you off the cliff. They don't know if they're going to catch you, you're going to die. Hold your breath. All right, you're going to have to. See, the bottom line is very simple. Ever since I was a little boy, I had to get up at 2:25. If not, the abuser would get me. And I didn't want to get abused anymore. So every day, ever since I was a little boy, I wake up at 2:25 every day. All right, and then from there, I get on my knees, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. See, I had to put myself in check. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you. Most of you, whatever you had to go through, but see, I had to get myself out of hell. I was motivated. See, every time you talk to your friends and family, you tell me you have an idea, isn't that good? What happens? They interrupt you to tell you how to do your idea better than you. You're asking them to encourage you, and they haven't done diddly squat, but they're going to tell you how to do it. I think it clouds your direction. So here's my yachts in the backyard. I got 3 of them at the time. I get to go in a coma. I get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorneys tricking my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart, take it away, but I had basically got a choice, stay in peace or go back. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times. I have no excuses. My feel sorry for myself is 3 seconds. I'll give you 3 minutes. See, I believe I'm one of God's true examples for you as we play. I got a book. It's called basically Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. I wanted it coming out right away. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. I got another one called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. I wrote it for men to be quiet to women because they don't want to hear it. You can't take back what you say. But now I had to add another chapter for my wife and my daughters. All right, very simple to bite your tongue, love longer too. Fighting through the pain, fight the monster with them. And bullshit doesn't pay the bills. Isn't that terrible? But it's true. So fight through the pain as well. I got 39 books ready to go right now. I think you're stuck. I'd like to get you past go. Is that okay? I can show you Lamborghinis, Duffys, and mansions, and white men do jump. More Lamborghinis. All right, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts, and Ferraris too. There's just a couple ideas and things I obtained. Would you like to see more? Isn't it fun? See, I call this Raise Rules. And all I have to do is use my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. There's the goal. That's what you should do too, as we play the game. Now, credit repair, I'm sorry to say, I think it's a fraud. But I don't have to think about it because the Federal Trade Commission says it. They're not allowed to collect money up front, but they do it all the time. Isn't that fraud? And then we can get this, and I stop. How are you going to get rid of an open collection account that keeps popping up and down? You got to learn to kill the debt. Even the Credit Organization Act says they're fraud. They can't collect money up front again. What are you going to do? You write down section 611, you Google it. And what happens is you have an open collection account, you have to negotiate it. You got to man up, woman up, be responsible, and rip off your creditor. Tier W stood for the report's wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. And they were basically bought out by Aspirin in 96. When I drew the first one of these, it was simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. These two cards will balance your score so you can go get some more and never bring the pain home. Is that okay? So what do? We negotiate any open collection account. You need to do that after I analyze you. From there, we're going to make sure you understand 25%, 29% rule on all cards but 2. And then I'm going to do a rapid refresh to put your score up, and away. There you go. See, this is called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. People aren't stupid. They just do stupid. So the first 25 steps today, very simple. Intuit, Credit Karma. Well, Credit Karma was indicted 3 times. All right, Intuit bought them December 3rd, 2020. There's no fun to help you. Well, at least we look at the reports for free, at least 2 of them. From there, what are we going to do? Let's understand. If you're part of LifeLock, I'm sorry, I don't know if you know this, but they were indicted 6 times. Their last indictment was $100 million. Be careful. That's all I got to tell you. From there, if I obtain your credit reports and I analyze it, I can tell you what you need to do. I can call your name and a case number. All right, basically, a case number on 1:30 Pacific Standard Time on a Saturday in rotation. Here's that SS5 no one paid attention to. That form says basically name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. So you or mommy did the SS5 for SSN and the 1040 tax return. That Social Security card you got in your personal wallet today, you got to get it out. It's not even yours. It says do not laminate, do not carry it with you, and don't use for ID purposes, property of Social Administration, and not you. So you got that form for one reason, to create the 1040 tax return. That's what it was for. The next, when you got your first job years ago, what happened? You thought they ripped you off. Where's my money? I bet you went to them and said, where's my money? They said the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, that's what makes you a duck and a sheep, sorry to say. You didn't learn to pay attention, look behind that curtain. You should have did it a long time ago. So again, we're going to look at one thing, the 1244 IRS.gov. Why? It allows one tax return almost not to pay tax anyway, up to the first 3 to 5 million. Now there's that SS5. Let's compare to SS4. So the SS4, line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. So every bank files bankruptcy on locations, branch numbers, grocery stores, and cities because they have a different number and they know how to play and you don't. Your name could be line 1. And from there, what does it say? Banking and credit purposes, 1 per each division or entity. Now your corporation under Ray's rules should only do 4 things. First, that means buffer tax. No taxes due till we're profitable. Next, we're going to take basically corporate credit. What are we going to do? You get to write it all off in interest rate because you're not getting a raise, you're getting basically winning the lottery, right? So if we build this up and away, then you get the car, fleet price, and then you get the free buffet. The next thing, that's all it gets to do. Divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap, the multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate because you can't tell who's going to fall and sue you and screw you up. Line of defense. Got it so far? So the division process is what I created in 85, 86. And then you can have more than one chance to try. Now, I'll guarantee everything I say I do in writing for you, as long as you're part of the program and you follow through and you go to class and following you up. Violation, please don't. I mean, you jacked up cards, all right, and you crash your rapid rescore by applying for credit and you agreed not to. If you do, I got to close your case or charge you a fee. Please don't screw up. You got an open collection account, 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, they got a form for that too. There's a solution for everything. Rebuild you, step 3. We get to play my way for a while. So let's understand that 750 is waiting for you. That means if I analyze you, I had a rapid rescore, and I push your score up to 100 to 200 points, would that be okay? It blocks crappy credit, and it gets green lights and gets credit now. You might have to steal from Peter to pay Paul to make Mary happy. So what happens? And you go to the class. So what do we get to do? Simple. We're going to do a rapid refresh. We're going to have you go to class. The target is work with you to get a 750. and we're going to charge you $999. All right, and we're going to give you 90 days for the classes too, and I'll give you $1,000 card back. That way you get your money back. Would that be okay if I make sure you get 1 to 10 times your investment in this program or any program that I do? That way you get up to 10 times your money back with no excuses from you. Isn't that fun? So what happens is very simple. During the broadcast, I discount half price at $499. I give you a $500 card, and then now you have rules and tools, and you maintain a $750 the rest of your life. Would that be okay if we play my way now? Now, if you want a starter package for a corporation, if you have one, we'll build the one you got. If not, I'll hand you one for free. Free corp, office list, tax ID, you pay your filing fee. And then we're going to go to class and set up in level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to charge you $999, but I'm going to give you $5,000 credit back, 5 times your investment. Analyze you within 24 hours, and then we're going to add history and pop credit right away. Now, if you want $25,000 of credit, you invest $24.99. You still get 5 times your money back. Now, if you want that opportunity that I'm giving here during the webinar, it's simple. Use Zelle, RWZelle, or you call the office right away. 800-254-9506. Use the card. They will charge you 5% more because that's what the banks charge us. So here's another problem you got. You're on the national mailing list. I'm a voter. You probably are too. They sell that voting list 412 times a year. You have a cable bill. You have a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out 5 years or a lifetime. Get off the national mailing list. Slow down the robocalls and the junk mail. Phone number's right in front of you. Let's call it right away after the day. Next, that was step 4. The next thing I want you to focus on is on you. Find the problem. I'm sorry you let your friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. If you write down safety credit and put a sticky on the card like I gave rules earlier today, there's your line of defense. And if you look at all the dashboards that are out there the way I designed it in the first place, they all conform with what I said to do. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So now you're going to have some discipline. Wouldn't that be good for you? And what do we do next? We have to understand. We don't basically jack up these cards again because that'd be kind of stupid because only 2 cards don't hurt your credit score. So let's make sure we have all the other cards, but these 2 cards, these we can get past 29% and max it up to $1 million. And a pay over time limit too, but you understand. All right, they don't fluctuate your credit as long as you maintain a payment. There you go, you get to win. So again, no screw up anymore. Now you got some rules and tools. You can maintain a 750 the rest of your life. As we play, you have an emergency. What do? You lose your job. You run out of time. You run out of money. What happens next? You jack up your cards. All right, in 42 days, you tell the world feel sorry for you. I don't think anybody really cares. See, if you need $5,000 now, what do? You go ask your friends, your family, the bank. You said, I need it. They say, no. Here's $5,000 in my hand. The payment's $50 a month. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. We take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card. We're to write it all off. And let's go get 2 pizza restaurants and get a drive-through using some common sense during a pandemic. That's called residual income. By the way, white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. And then Nixon took the gold standard out. I want you to write down raise rules. Then I want you to write down I'm willing to sacrifice a division, never the corp in my family. And I want you to live by that. You see, there's your cake you needed too. Raise rules, step number 7. All right, become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. Everything works in rules and tools. There I am, dead in a coma. Google the address and tell you I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas so far. One, I was crippled. I got to get up because Jesus said so. Freaked them all out. The last one, I got to die and come back and help you. The devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back, by the way. I think God's delays aren't God's denials. So understand, I like to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty, my way for a while. So ask yourself that question again. Do you want to enhance your income or do you want to replace it? That's the ultimate goal. So get your hands dirty and then understand, what about me? Not me, you. I want you to focus and say, what about me? Every time you hear blah, 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 and tickety-tock, Google and YouTube, guess what? That person talking to you should be live. The next thing is they should hold your hand in the beginning, in, to the middle, all the way through it. If not, they just pass the buck and go blah, blah, blah. See that millionaire building call. Blueprint, past, present, and future. Family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, car, house, residual income, cash flow, free up your time, which you should focus on in the first place. Always focus on that. Now, checkbook money from the banks, you have to have a 2-year corporate, 2-year divisions. You should have both. That way you can gather checkbook money to buy a franchise, a piece of property, or residual income. You want to loan that the money. So what is the goal? To certify you as a certified CFO, build you $1 million of cash credit. A corporation, again, is a legal person that may sue or be sued. And what happens to lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. From there, this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Get off your butt, sir. Go to the church, get some food, go drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, have a damn garage sale. Hey, I don't feel sorry for this guy. I was homeless eating out of a trash can. I came out of a coma. My family, my kids, they stole everything I got. I was million to billion. Sold my wedding ring, my bracelet, my necklace, my Rolex watch. Had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. And then I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. You see, because I have my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions, I'll always be prepared so I don't have to go back and eat out of a friggin' trash can. You understand that? It's simple. A division allows you the line of defense. This allows you the ability, all right, if something screws up, it's a division, not the corp and you. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corp or my family. Each tax ID I obtain for you, I get to establish your Experian, Chandra, and Equifax under tax ID. This allows me to build corporate credit. From there, I can line you up for checkbook money. That's the ultimate goal. Each division multiplies. You'll see it in my bucket of money book, up to $190,000 a month. That was my first matrix that I created for me for residual income. So again, look at your corp today. Find your art, put your ducks in a row, because right now when they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. The line of defense will build you the ability to never bring the pain home. But it's up to you. Now, I created Daisy Chain of Credit as well. It wrote a book on that too. One card gets you 99 more. Then each entity gets you checkbook money too. We got a Daisy Chain credit as well. So you have 89 ways to use the division. It's in my book I wrote as that too. Simple. So you'll need basically on the divisions 26 of these. 9 for a profit corp, 9 for a nonprofit, 3 divisions of you, and 5 divisions for closet. And backup and a backup. Here's your problem. The bigger you get, the more money you make, the more of a target you are. Now, divisions are usually $499 each, 3 for $14.97. Today, I'm adding 10,000 of history, and I'm giving divisions for $99 away. 18 is cheaper, so is 26. But again, that's only during the broadcast with me. If it's not done for the 2 years right from January, done now, sorry, you'll call the office and pay $4.99. It is a Zelle only. From there, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506 and understand if you use a card, they will charge you 5% more. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I got to ride with Neil Diamond a couple of times in the Love Ride. From there, you don't get these goodies till you hit $5 million. The goal is $1 million a credit card should be, $5 million of checkbook money. That which is your goal. Rebuild you. Then we're going to go after the corporation's credit. The green unlimited for 100,000 and the 2 sisters for 30,000, 160 times 9. How will we get the Bank of America times 9? How about Wells Fargo times 9? How about we go get Inc times 9? All right. How about the gold times 9? That's 5 cards at the 5 million, and we focus on checkbook money, not counting the other 5 cards. Checkbook money is unsecured business line of credit, unsecured. All right, you got to have a 2-year division or corp or both simultaneously. These are my 5 basically favorite entities, banks and credit unions to give me money right away. I call it checkbook money. So the ultimate goes up to 5.4 million. But that's checkbook money. That'll be what you use to get into a franchise, piece of property or something, residual income, because that's what it's for. We get to play and understand. I have usually 8 classes in rotation at 8:30 in the morning. From there, what are we going to do? We're going to take corporate credit. Write it all off, interest rate and everything else. Borrow money is not taxable, and you're going to buy your lifetime income. That's your goal. That's have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. Now, if I wrote you a check for $1 million, hypothetically, what would you do? See, your mind's going, I want to buy the house or the car. No, that'd be stupid. You want to reference 3 times 5, turn it to $15 million. And plus, you don't want to put it in your personal account because you only get to keep 375. The rest goes in the tax. Division of you to the corporation. That way you pay all the bills first, you pay tax on the leftover. I want you to win the battle. Do you understand? Step 8. But again, we got to look at certain things. If you won the lottery today, what would you do? You won the lottery. What do we do now? Well, I would rather have you deposit that it's a division of you. You're going to tell your CPA and attorney what I told you, and they're going to, what's that? They're going to say you get a bank in your personal account and your social security number. No. All right. You see, it's very simple. If you put it in a division of you, because they're going to say you have a corporate division or tax ID, you're going to say, no, I have a division of me. You have to explain it to them because they have no idea what they're talking about. From here, you're going to borrow against that money. You're going to create debt. You're going to remember borrow money is not taxable. You're going to turn that into millions to billions. And the money's going to sit there going forever, and the bank's going to go, they're going to kiss your assets. You've had 11 cities file bankruptcy. So corporations, the states, 50 of them, are corporations for states, cities, and what? They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they planned if there was a problem, you didn't. You could have played the same game without bringing the pain home, but you wanted to bring the pain home, right? Google bankruptcy today. You only have 2 choices, SSN, family, corp, division, subsidiary. Make a decision. Who's going to be the duck the next time blank hits the fan? Add you to the credit system. I can build you up to $1 million of credit, cash credit. You get to win, you get to play and run your race and beat your doubt. Isn't that fun? But then you're stuck with me. Isn't that fun? It'll be fun for me getting past go. All right, God's gift, the mansions in the harbor and the race boats and the yachts and the helicopters, Lamborghinis and the buildings too. Wow. Now down the road, I'm going to want you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address. More privacy, by the way. But now we have to look at the car you drive today. You drive a car? Wow, you went to the dealership, got sweated for 5 hours, treated like a duck and a sheep? You lost 20,000, got up to 9 inquiries too? It's not how you buy a car, by the way. The car has to be set up one way. All right, fleet price tax ID division. Because that way you protect it and you get to write off, because it's not who basically what. Everybody talks to me, you can always write it off. That's not the issue about writing it off. The major issue is who's going to be in the lawsuit and the bumpity bump. You buy a house, 2 people, what, on the loan? No. You lose the house or the car, they report it to the credit bureaus, you have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you got double shitty credit. No. House should be trust, car should be division. There's that 1099-C from the IRS. So again, the registered owner is a division of a corporation. You plan the problem in case it happens to you. What happens to all of us? It's not when it's going to, actually not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. We all get a bumpity bumps. But again, each property you get should be a division of the corporation. You don't know what's going to fall and sue you and screw you up. House payment offsets your taxes. Amazon, they didn't pay any tax on the 10 billion to double trillion. Why would they pay tax? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. It's simple. This man basically bought Twitter in 24 hours and the banks are pissed off. Some of the people of SpaceX too. But it's okay. All right, he bought Twitter and screwed it up in 2 weeks. Now X marks the spot. I think it's kind of dumb, don't you think? But that's just my opinion. He's got a spaceship. I don't. This guy's got a spaceship. So does the other guy. So we could join the club. We can win the battle. We can play the game and we get to win. Step 15. Run your race in your life through a corporation or in conjunction. This means pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Your income is taxable income, right? You get the leftover and you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and drive a company car like I do? Step 17. The next thing is SS4. What? It says banking and credit purposes. Why don't you go to irs.gov and get one of these today? You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to follow ducks and sheep. Mama, From 71 on, she has to sign the SS5 form for the baby. If not, she can't go home with her own baby. She can't be released from the hospital. Everything's rules and tools. You buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead trust. Oh, goody. You got a house not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in a probate. Your family got diddly squat. Or you fix up a property, hire the contractor who hires a subcontractor that stands at Home Depot. And when they slip, fall, and cut corners, and they want to sue you and kind of screw you up too, my way, hell, they get diddly squat. They show like diddly squats did. I like basically understanding basically an irrevocable trust too. That's step 19. All right, guess what? We get to do 6 more to go. Stop bringing the pain home. Now, if you're a crook, you don't file tax returns. All you got to do is go to prison and pay $5 million to $3 million of money, like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in prison, $3 million in fine, $3 million in prison, $5 million fine. That's terrible. He listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. He ruined his life. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS and play peekaboo with the making money. You can't make a mess too. You got to play by the rules. Step 20. So understand, Richard, he should have leveraged the money. Instead, he went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation. Violated that and had to go back too. So you got to think about saving up to 70%. You don't pay about the 90 days being an OPM. You close an escrow, you leverage it to $15 million. Borrow money's not taxable. Set up the line of defense. Step 21, call blackjack. It looks like you get to win. There's my location before my coma. 22,000 square feet. 1 Technology Drive. 3 locations in other states too. Came out of coma, they stole my life. What I gotta do? I'll go home and go boo-hoo like most people do? Heck no. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. Very simple. I took out my basically 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. You see, there's no reason anybody ever has to bring the pain home. There's step 22. Got 1,000 steps to the millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. This event this weekend, you better not miss it. It's the only one you're ever going to get. This is the last final one. This is all about financial freedom, and it's all about residual income. We're going to tear apart the books and CDs. We're going to make sure you understand bonuses, level 1, 2, 3, and specialty for 90 days and 100,000 of credit. Very simple. And what happens is the office is $29.99. All right, if you did it during the broadcast, it's $19.99. You save $1,000. You did it through here and now. There's your Zelle, RW. When you Zelle, all right, from there, I like boring businesses. It was fun having my payphones and my ATMs. Laundromats, wrote the book on that, and dry cleaning. And the apartment complex in this building, the property, and all the things. All right, if we create credit for you, once you take 40,000 of that and get in one of these types of businesses, you'll get 3,000 to 10,000 a month residual income. You're not going to get rich, but you'll replace your income if you want to. Monthly income, if you did 100,000 up to 45,000, 250 is up to 75,000. But again, I'm going to help build you up and away. The apartment complex today, they want $3 million. We buy an existing one. It's already leased out. From there, this is 10% down. We get a new loan minus the renters. Now we have a positive cash flow of $1,352. But you think basically you're going to have money. It only takes one of those people to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up and knock you over again. If you would basically realize you're not done and you dissect them into pieces, the assignment of mortgage, you become the bank. You basically get $76,800. See, when you're the bank, they can't sue you. You can sue them. The other way, they can sue you. You just reverse the liability, by the way. Real estate franchise storage units. There's a 3 months, a 6 months, and a 12-month program. Your goal is to own it and not basically run it. Third party. You go to an expo, it's like a deer in the headlights. Like, what am I going to do? They're very simple. All right, 125 down, 63,000 a month. 47, 30,000 a month. You want a Wendy's? You want a Jack in the Box? You want a couple of gas stations? It doesn't really matter. The opportunity is up to you. From there, we have to create that goal list. Daily, weekly list, and the project list. That way you can get through all these silly things. So if you did this correctly, it's 1,000 down in any one of these 3 programs. All right, and your goal for next year should be $5 million. And what happens is in the 3 months, usually it lined up. 6 months, you should have your first unit through the division. 12 months, you should have multiple units through that as well. So it's always a weekly payment if you finance the balance. From there, what is our goal? Residual income. So the main thing is basically phone calls, classes with me, and you're stuck with me at the Rapper Rescore. And then I'm going to train you how to maintain and daisy chain credit as well. 5 other things you have to master too. From here, guess what? $1,000 down for the 3 months program. It's an $8,000 package. You maintain the payments. You make $600 weekly payments, and you can pay it off in the 90 days. If you paid the $8,000 up front, I give you $100,000 credit as a bonus. The 6 months, you put $1,000 down. You have a balance from there. You make $600 weekly payments. If you paid $15,000 in front, what happens is I actually give you $250,000 of cash credit as a bonus. If you did the 12 months, you pay payments of basically $31,000, $1,000 down, $600 a week for 12 months. If you paid in full, you get a $5,000 discount to $25,000, and I build you $500,000 of cash credit. There's your Zelle for deposit or money, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. That way we have no excuses. See, Warren Buffett's no different than you. He's already done it. Your goal is it's your turn. You can do the same thing he did. There's no difference between you and him, besides you get to help and I get to play with you. The main thing is a corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. Divisions are the line of defense. Always remember what you're willing to sacrifice. So far, you've been sacrificing you and your family, bringing the pain home. Corporation, never and never the family. Divisions, you multiply them because you'll see it in the bucket of money books and CDs as well. Simple to play. That's why you need 26 of these. Very simple. Each division today, adding 10,000 of history, and they're $99 each, or you get discounts on 18 to 26. That way, by January 1st, they're going on their second year. So what happens is it's a Zelle now. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. And the goal is, what are you willing to lose? I mean, I didn't have a family as a kid. I got used and abused, and it sucks. So I got a wife, I got 6 kids and 10 grandkids. I'm not willing to sacrifice the family. Corporation, they would sue you. Division process. This way everybody gets checkmate. And that's the ultimate goal. Checkmate, we get to win. So the bottom line today is I like the goodies and the Lamborghinis and the big buildings. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Raise rules, training people to be certified CFOs, building millions and millions of dollars of credit too. Keep in mind, if you have joint credit, I'll tell you to get rid of it. It's just in the way. You buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead trust. From there, you get a corporation. Please don't pay for one. They're free. You pay a little filing fee. From there, you need divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and set up the line of defense. Raise rules. I tend to give you up to 10 times your credit. You invest in whatever you spend. That way, I take away excuses. You can write it all off too. That's the ultimate goal for everybody to do. So that's step 24. And if all you want me to do is rebuild your credit, 750, okay. We'll analyze. We'll do a Rapper Rescore. And you go to class and we work together and you get a Rapper Rescore. We give you usually $1,000 card back. It's usually $9.99. During the broadcast, we discount this to $4.99. The ultimate goal. And you get a card for $500. With the rules and tools I gave you today, you should be able to maintain a 750 for the rest of your life. If you want a corporation, you don't have one, I'll give it to you for free. If not, I'll build you one you got. You go to setup and level 1 every Saturday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $9.99, you get $5,000 back, 5 times your money. $24.99, you get $25,000 of credit. Still 5 times your money. We analyze, we add history, we pop credit right away. If you want that opportunity, it's a Zelle. If you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, do it right away, and they will charge you 5% using a card. Referrals are great. We'll build more credit or I'll sell you back 10%. But that person better name your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I always give you my email address too. So remember, the banks, they file bankruptcy on locations. Sam's Club, Geico, Cities. What is your ultimate goal? Simple. Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. We got to always look behind that curtain like I've done since I was a kid. How'd they get their money? And understand how to do that too. Most of you didn't bother to look behind the curtain. I'm going to show you exactly what you get to do. Stay safe, stay strong, do your best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So I would suggest right away, all right, if you're not going to Zelle, call the office right away. 800-254-9506. The ability to change your life right away. From there, it's very simple to do. Just always remember, we do our best. All right, God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.